Nestled deep in the mist-covered mountains lies Ravensbrook, a town forgotten by time. Once bustling with life, Ravensbrook was abandoned overnight under mysterious circumstances a century ago. Tales of its eerie silence and the peculiar events that led to its desolation had become local legends, whispered among the villagers of nearby towns. A group of 5 friends, Alex, Mia, Jason, Lily, and Oliver, were drawn to Ravensbrook by a strange invitation. The letter, penned in an old-fashioned script and sealed with a wax emblem, promised answers to their deepest questions and a chance to uncover long-lost secrets. The friends, each burdened by their own pasts, were intrigued and decided to investigate. Arriving at Ravensbrook as the sun dipped below the horizon, the friends found the town cloaked in an unsettling fog. The streets were eerily silent, the buildings shrouded in darkness. The town's architecture was a mix of Gothic and Victorian styles, with tall, narrow houses and overgrown gardens. The air was thick with an unnatural chill. Their exploration began with the old town hall, which appeared relatively intact. Inside, they discovered faded photographs, old newspapers, and a dusty ledger detailing the town's last days. The ledger mentioned a series of events leading to the town's sudden abandonment, including unexplained disappearances and strange occurrences. The friends stumbled upon a hidden basement beneath the town hall. It was filled with arcane symbols and strange artifacts, hinting at occult practices. Among the items was a journal belonging to a local historian named Dr. Edgar Thornfield, who had been researching the town's history. The journal detailed Dr. Thornfield's investigations into a secret society known as the Order of the Shadow Realm. According to the journal, the Order had conducted forbidden rituals aimed at contacting otherworldly entities. The rituals were believed to have unleashed a dark force that consumed the town, driving its residents mad and ultimately causing its abandonment. As night fell, the atmosphere in Ravensbrook grew increasingly oppressive. The friends began experiencing paranormal phenomena, objects moving on their own, cold spots, and disembodied whispers. Jason, the most skeptical, dismissed the occurrences as tricks of the mind, but his growing fear suggested otherwise. Lily, who was sensitive to spiritual energy, began seeing shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their vision. Mia, researching the town's history, found a series of old letters detailing the horrific events leading up to the town's fall. The letters spoke of a malevolent entity that had been summoned by the Order's rituals and was now haunting the town. The entity, known as the Shade, had the power to manipulate reality and instill fear. It was believed to feed off the terror of its victims, growing stronger with each passing day. As the friends delved deeper into the town's history, they realized that the Shade could influence their thoughts and perceptions, turning their own fears against them. Alex began having vivid nightmares about the town's past, while Oliver felt an inexplicable pull towards the abandoned church at the edge of town. The friends discovered that the church was the focal point of the Order's rituals and that it contained the key to stopping the Shade. Determined to put an end to the terror, the friends prepared to perform a counter-ritual based on the instructions found in Dr. Thornfield's journal. They needed to confront the Shade and banish it from Ravensbrook. The ritual required them to enter the church and face their deepest fears. As they began the ritual, the church's interior seemed to come alive with malevolent energy. Shadows writhed on the walls, and the temperature plummeted. The friends were subjected to their worst nightmares, visions of loved ones in distress, distorted reflections of themselves, and the relentless presence of the Shade. The ritual reached its climax as the Shade manifested in its full, horrifying form. The entity was a swirling mass of darkness and despair, its presence overwhelming. The friends had to rely on their bond and inner strength to resist its influence and complete the ritual. Despite their fear, they managed to complete the incantation, but the Shade resisted, attempting to pull them into its realm. In a final, desperate act, they used the artifacts they had found to bind the Shade and trap it within the church. With the Shade defeated, the town of Ravensbrook began to return to a semblance of normalcy. The oppressive atmosphere lifted and the fog cleared. The friends emerged from the church, exhausted but victorious. They had broken the curse that had plagued Ravensbrook for a century. As they left the town, they could not shake the feeling that their ordeal had changed them. They had faced their darkest fears and survived, but the memories of Ravensbrook and the Shade would haunt them forever. As they left the town, they could not shake the feeling that their ordeal had changed them. They had faced their darkest fears and survived, but the memories of Ravensbrook and the Shade would haunt them forever. Ravensbrook remained abandoned, but its legend lived on. The town became a cautionary tale of the dangers of delving into the unknown and the consequences of tampering with forces beyond comprehension. The friends, forever changed by their experience, carried the weight of Ravensbrook's curse with them, a reminder of the shadows lurking just beyond the veil of reality.